Since we regained independence, we have never tired of seeing images of our young men and women dying in the Saharan deserts, dying in the Mediterranean Sea, being humiliated at the embassies of many countries as they seek to leave those countries. A question that begs an answer: what happened and what is happening? That we have so many tribes who occupied positions of leadership in this nation. That we have so many tribes who occupied positions of leadership in this nation. And yet the biggest problem is that of tribalism in this nation. The tribal of Sierra Leone is simply and squarely a problem of leadership. Why is it that while on average 60 years after we regain independence, we cannot feed ourselves? Why is it that we have no faith in our institution? Why is it that we have no faith in our abilities? Why is it that we have no faith in our education system? Where has the leadership been? Why is it that so many years, why politics becomes the toys that leads us into a false sense of security? Our economy are controlled by people from other civilizations. Why is it? These are uncomfortable questions which we must pose, confront and answer. And many times I see how our brothers and sisters have been treated by foreigners. And I said, oh God, where are our leaders? Another question that begs an answer: who is a leader? Is leadership the occupation of office? Is leadership the occupation of the office of the president? Is it the occupation of the office of a senator or a member of parliament? Or the occupation of these high-sounding positions which gives us honorifics? Is that what leadership is? The answer is no. Leadership is about service. Leadership is about privilege to serve. That is what Sierra Leone is asking for. And Sierra Leone have been asking these questions since she regained her independence. Fellow citizens, what was leadership before we were rudely disrupted when we regained independence? Not a single one of our leaders re-examined the style of leadership. All of them continue with mimicry they inherited from the post-white colonizers or the colonial masters. And I want you to understand that not a single African country will ever succeed by mimicry. And I want to submit to you that whether one agree or disagree with me, one must look at this nation in order to ask ourselves, what is the state of leadership in Sierra Leone? And permit me to run you across about this great nation, and you will see this nation is not at ease. Is because this nation is suffering from a deficit of leadership. And I dare say, as long as the people of this nation is not at ease, Sierra Leone will never be at ease. If Sierra Leone wants to be at ease, then the people of this nation must be at ease.